Making a running stitch is very simple. So I made this little small demonstration pillow, and I'm using a contrast thread. I've already made my pillow and I've stuffed it, and now we have the edges that are open, the parts that are open. What I like to do to make sure that it's all even is I like to pin one side at a time to make sure you get your seam allowance right. And there's the one side pin, and then I'll turn on the other side and do the same thing. But this time when I do it, because I've already pinned the other side, I'm going to pin this one with the other side as I go, because I've already gotten a pattern now. And mind you, in my case, my pillow's cut on a bias, so my seam wants to curl a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm just going to kind of pull it tight and make sure that my seams are together. Now they're all pinned and they're together. So now you want to start with the running stitch. To do the running stitch, you definitely want to make sure you have a knot in the end of your thread. And I'm going to remove the first pin, and what I always like to do is go ahead on the end, and you notice I'm working from the inside of the fabric. So I like to take a little bit of fabric and just go ahead and knot my thread so that it doesn't come undone. Okay, and then I make sure that knot goes down inside. So now I'll roll that back in, and now we're going to start the running stitch. Now the running stitch is just that. You're running into one side and then back to the other side, but you're doing it back and forth almost like in a S shape or a squiggly shape. So you're going to start with one side, and you're only grabbing the inside of the fabric. And when you've done enough that you want to come out, you make sure you come out on the inside. And when you do that, the stitch disappears. So I'm going to zoom in a little closer and let you see me how I do that again. Okay, here we go. I've already come on that side now, so I'm going to come on the inside. So I'm going on the inside, grabbing the inside thread, going on the other side, grabbing the inside, and I'm going to come back on this side, grab the inside, and I'm going to come back on the outside and that side and grab that one. And then pull the thread through. Don't pull it too tight. And as you see, the stitch disappears. So you will continue this on until you close up or complete finish stitching what it is that you're stitching. And you can make them as far apart or as close as you would like. And so I'm going to go, I want you to see how I go on the inside, grabbing the inside fabric only, then coming on the inside here, grabbing the inside of the fabric. Inside only and inside. And pull through. Okay? And since I'm using a thread that's visible, you're going to see my little stitches. But if you were using a thread that was the same color as your project, you wouldn't even see these stitches at all. But I did that because I wanted you to be able to see what they look like. And so I'm just going to continue on, making sure you don't poke the fabric and come out on the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to come around the inside and do it again. Okay, now that's your running stitch. Like I said, it's not the prettiest because I have my fabric is cut on a bias, but also I have a different color thread. When I get to the end, I like to peel the fabric back just a little bit so I can expose the inside, and I just come back and I just bring the thread back and I just knot it a couple, 3 times just so you anchor it, and then course clip it. Your running stitch is done, and that completes your project, and it closes up nicely. I think if this had been the color of my pillow, you would not see that stitch at all. I have another scrap piece of fabric, so I wanted to show you what the running stitch looks like without being in the pillow. So again, I've knotted my thread, and you're going to come through, and of course you always anchor so that your running stitch doesn't come in undone. Now with the running stitch, I like to hold my needle like this because it makes it easier. And you're going to do just that, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And you pull it through. And see what the running stitch look like? You just go again, in and out, in and out. And it's like the needle is running through the fabric. And that's what creates a running stitch. And a lot of times people will use a running stitch to gather. So by using that running stitch, you can also gather your fabric up. So that's another way to gather. If you don't have a machine, you can gather by using a running stitch. Simple as that. So I hope this tip has been helpful on how to do a running stitch. And I hope you try it. Happy sewing!